Mark, I'm delighted to be here to discuss your new contract at Crawley Town. You must be ecstatic to get it over the line.
Yeah, I'm buzzing, to be fair. It's been a long time coming. I've been training with the club, I think, about 2 months now. This wasn't really the plan. It was kind of, I'm a guy that likes to take every day as it comes and challenge myself when I feel like. But when I came to Crawley, it was just literally training to get fit. And I kept going and kept getting fitter and kept getting better and sharper in training and enjoying it more, if anything. Like, it get to a Sunday night and I was buzzing to go back in on Monday. And after the year we've had, probably continuing into next year, I'm not going to be able to travel and do much of the job I'm used to. So to get my head down and play football again, it's a dream come true. I feel like football is, if you're someone who grew up loving football and playing it every day like I did, school football, Sunday league football, then I went into obviously pro and semi-pro football. Once you quit it, especially at the age I did, 20, 21 I think I was, you never really get over it really, and I've missed it every single day since. I've played, I've set my own team up, I've tried to keep teams going, and Monday and nights and Wednesday nights and Thursday nights, 5-a-sides, I always play. So to have this opportunity to go back and do it one last time is a dream come true. And I'm 33 now, touching 34. So this really is my last chance. And I've been wanting to do it for the last 10 years since I quit. I think I signed for another club actually in the Conference South a year after I quit. And I couldn't play for them because I went into the jungle like a week after I signed. So, it's weird. I've tried to juggle football as much as I can around the world that I'm in. It's not managed to work, but now I'm willing to give it one go, put my work on the back burner and put everything into this potentially last year of football at Crawley, the club where I left off as well. So it's kind of a fitting moment.
We know you've got a fantastic relationship with the gaffer, John Yems. It must be great to know that John and Lee have got full faith in you to really add to the squad this season.
Yeah, weirdly, I played with Lee when I was at Southend United. I was only 18. I was in the first team squad and he signed for Southend in January. And I loved him straight away. He's such an experienced pro at the time. And he was just so good with us young lads that we just got on so well. So to go to Crawley and see him there was an amazing moment. And of course, I get on with the gaffer so much as well. I've known that he was my manager here in his very dressing room. I remember walking in here for the first time, and that's how I met Gaffer. Obviously, he took me on loan here. So to go back to a club, and as I say, at first it was just training to get fit, and the Gaffer let me come in here. And then as conversations went on, and time went on, after I played in that Reading game and stuff, the Gaffer sort of jokingly said to me at first, well, it seemed like a joke, "Would you sign here?" And I was like, well, yeah, no, we'll talk about it. And it kept going. And then Brad has mentioned something as well, and things kind of, and then even like people like Tony Craig, experienced pros like that, were saying to me like, do you fancy giving it a go? And people were asking me. I was like, I must be doing all right. People keep asking. And that was it. The gaffer asked me if I want to put pen to paper and sign, and, there's a lot of games coming up, needs backup. So, yeah, I've done it. You only live once. I know there's going to be a lot of backlash from this because it's the nature of the world we live in. I'm from one world. People don't know that. The Crawley fans hopefully will remember me here, so they'll be okay with it. But a lot of people are obviously going to straight away be like, "What? What's going on?" But I'm here to play football and get my head down, and I've been doing it for the last 2 months and feeling as fit as ever. So yeah, bring on this challenge.
We know you've worked so hard on improving your fitness and sharpness to sign this contract, and you've been training hard. How have you been finding it down there and enjoying training?
So when I first came in, I was okay with the standard. I surprised myself a little bit, to be fair, but I was behind the curve in terms of fitness, and that is full respect to the boys at Crawley. They're so professional. I did my YT at Tottenham, and I was pro at Southend and was League One at the time, and so I've been around this standard, a lot. But the boys at Crawley, mate, they're so professional. They're so fit. Like first day, they're just so athletic. I don't know if that's the way football's moved on since I walked away from it, but I knew I had to quickly bring my fitness level up. And I'm quite a fit guy. I do a lot of fitness. One of my jobs and part of my career is keeping fit. But it was another level when I stepped in with the boys. And the fitness coach Joel, he has the boys running a lot. The gaffer likes them, and Brad likes them really fit. So yeah, I had to quickly work hard. And on my off days, I was training with Joel and another personal coach that I've got. to make sure I could get up to the curve as quickly as I can, because I was quite far behind it when I first come in. But I feel like I'm getting there. 2 months in, but I'm still not 100%.
We know you've had time to settle in and meet the lads. Is there any teammates in particular you've formed good bonds with?
To be fair, I've formed good bonds with all the boys. They're all such good lads. It's hard at first going into any football club and walking into a dressing room and people wondering who you are and what you're doing. You know, I can't hide from the fact, you know, what my job is. So it felt a little bit more nerve-wracking, if anything, walking into the dressing room, because the boys were probably double like, what's he doing here? But they took to me straight away. They was all polite. They made me feel so welcome. I get on with all the lads. They're a really good group of players, and that's one of the reasons why I've decided to give it a proper go instead of just keeping fit. It was meant to be like a month, 6 weeks, and I just kept going and going and going. And eventually, it's like, well, if I'm going to keep doing this, I may as well do it. Do you know what I mean? Don't just do it, but do it.
And some fans will know you've already played since returning and training in that Reading friendly. You're really impressed. You've got a great left foot. Can you tell the fans kind of about the type of player you are?
Yeah, so my peak fitness was the Reading game. That's what I was aiming for, to see if I could keep up with the other lads. And I felt like I did. I wasn't 100%. I was probably 80% compared to what they were, but I was 5 weeks in at that point. And yeah, I had a decent game. I did it right, and that was kind of my test to see if I can continue this, because throwing myself into the deep end, a young under-23 Reading side, very good players. A lot of our first team were playing. That was a big test for me, and that was after 5 weeks. It's now been 2 months, so I'm another month down the line. I think another couple of weeks, and I should be where I need to be. As a player, I'm a left back. Kind of will do you a job. Love getting up and down. Love putting in crosses. I'm an attacking left back. That's what I like to be. I like to keep the ball. That's one of my biggest, my biggest priorities when it comes to a game, is just keeping the ball, not giving it away. Yeah.
Mark, thanks a lot. Welcome to the Reds, and I wish you all the best for the rest of the season.
Thank you for welcoming me. We'll see how it goes. Fingers crossed.